Hello everyone, I'm glad to join you today to share my experience in Yan Hararat, Lebanon. We've been part of an urban crisis response, as you might know, and part of our area-based approach, we've aimed to identify the most disadvantaged areas. Our aim was to ensure that the most disadvantaged population groups and geographic areas are identified. Subsequently, we aim to profile selected vulnerable urban neighborhoods which have poor socioeconomic status, refugee presence, or where there are stresses in urban basic urban services. Uh, by identifying these areas, we aim to gather more urban knowledge and create or pitch into the urban response for these vulnerable neighborhoods. So how did we do that? Our methodology or the selection process was designed to be participatory, using local knowledge, consensus building, and triangulation. And this is an ongoing process or exercise that we are on, and we've developed this methodology in partnership with UNICEF. So the aim was to identify the most disadvantaged areas across the country, verify them, rank them, before we get to identify the specific boundaries or specific neighborhoods that we aim to profile or that we aim to disseminate or let other agencies and stakeholders know about. In the first step, we wanted to identify these most disadvantaged areas across all the districts in Lebanon. So we involved and identified local stakeholders per district to be part of this exercise. These local stakeholders comprised of public officials, mayors from municipalities, civil society organizations, zonal units of focal points, for example, and so forth. We gathered these local stakeholders in workshops where they individually identified the most disadvantaged areas to them based on their local knowledge. Then we gave them some guiding questions and specific criteria to be able to rank their identified choices. And this selection criteria was comprised of factors such as the perception of poverty in this area, presence of refugee population, slums, out-of-school children, frequency of violence or insecurity, the overburdened public services, and in general to consider that these areas don't have more than 20,000 persons per area. After each of them individually identified and ranked their areas, they deconstructed their choices in terms of area choices and in terms of the rank they gave per area. So that was the local stakeholders' knowledge of the areas of the vulnerable areas which they govern. And the next step we wanted to, or currently, which is the step we are at, we aim at verifying this list by showing it or presenting it to national stakeholders which have knowledge about these areas or travel from a different perspective. These national stakeholders comprise of line ministries such as Ministry of Social Affairs, welfare establishments, education, regional offices, district positions, and infrastructure. If the verification process came up with a new areas to be identified or has certain remarks on listed areas, we would deconstruct it again with local stakeholders. And the third step, we aim at ranking the list of most disadvantaged areas. And how we will do that is that we will combine the local knowledge score that local stakeholders have provided with a multi-deprivation index score, which is at the cadastre level. And this multi-deprivation index would more or less be the objective score, and it would comprise of similarly several vulnerability indicators pertaining to education, such as out-of-school children and school attendance, child protection, child labor, child marriage, and child discipline, certain WASH indicators pertaining to sanitation facility usage and individuals who live within ITSs, other indicators related to health and nutrition, and social poverty or living under the poverty line. So in our ranking, we will be combining the local knowledge score with the multi-deprivation index score to get the average score of, or to be able to rank the list of the most disadvantaged areas. And the next step, and after identifying these areas, we will go ahead to identify these boundaries of the neighborhoods which we will work in. Given these informal, given usually vulnerable neighborhoods have informal boundaries, so we will have to delimit and verify the boundary of our studied area through discussing it with the municipality, through perception-based exercises with the community, or field visit observations. And all in all, as I mentioned before, these identified areas, we aim to further profile them through a neighborhood profiling, which is a spatial analysis tool that we use to learn more about and collect data about a certain neighborhood through pertaining to different sectors, such as the population, governance, safety and security, other social services, and basic urban services, and later on to develop response plans, also similarly within a participatory approach. Thank you.